So here we are. Crit season for me is underway. We are at the 2015 Roger Millikan Memorial Criterium on a nice, beautiful day in Brea, California. Yeah, that just happened. For some reason, he wanted to come inside of me, and then at the same time, they let a gap open up right here. So, just to bring you up to speed, we've been racing uh, for about an hour and 10 minutes. Um, and I didn't feel good the entire race. And, you know, the speeds were pretty high. We averaged about 28, almost 29 miles an hour for a 75-minute race, which is pretty fast. Um, I think for an amateur size field, there were really no pro teams out there, so um, a lot of kudos goes out to the guys who made the race fast and exciting, I guess, if you can say that. But I was a little nervous racing today because I just didn't feel too good. My legs were bad and heavy, and these moves were going on that I typically would try to follow every now and then. And today, I didn't have it, so I had to wait and see what I can do at the end. Um, so here, there's a slight uphill going into the last turn, and then from this point to the finish line, it's about a false flat. I think about 1 to 2% all the way to the finish, and we're getting down to the last few laps here. We had two big teams there that I thought would do a nice smoking lead out. One is in front of me, the N Cycle Predator team. They brought about 13 guys. And then the KHS Max's team, they had a full squad as well. And so I was just hoping that they would get to the front with 4 or 5 to go and really line it up, string it out, and keep it safe. But at this point, you can see there's a couple onesie twosies going off the front. And I knew they weren't going to make it because the speeds are too high. I mean, we're cresting over this little downhill right now. And look, my speed is 29, 30 miles an hour. You have to be going really fast to stay away from a field that's cruising at 30 miles an hour. Um, so as you can see, a lot of jockeying is going on. This is a straight headwind going down this straightaway. And then you get this sweeping right-hand turn. That's why you get this swarm from the right. You see I got passed by 5 or 6 guys right there. And you take this sweeping turn. And then you start this 2% uphill to the last turn, which is a good finish for me. I've actually won here twice, and I started my sprint right about here and came out of the corner first and then sprinted to the finish line. Today was a little different because I didn't feel it at all. I was really slow. Uh, you could hear Chris DeMarchi yelling in the background with somebody get a train going, and I just laughed because he was so true. It's so right. I mean, you have these teams here with numbers, and no one's doing a lead out. It's like a free for all. So that was frustrating. So right here, we got 3 laps to go. It seems to be a little bit of organization trying to happen from the KHS team, but not much, you know. So they have 3 guys starting to line it up a little bit, but again, the speeds are not high enough. So there's always guys coming underneath. There's always guys going over the top, and it's just a constant fight to hold position. I believe that's Sergio Hernandez right in front of me. As you can see, I'm popping off to the left a little bit just to save my position, make sure no one come around me there. And also right there by the curb. And now we get the downhill with the headwind. At this point, my legs are actually starting to come around a little bit. You know, I think sprinters get this 5 lap fever, and I definitely got it here because my whole race, I didn't even get this close to the front the entire race. There's Justin coming up, and watch this. Ooh, that was close. Got his badonkadunk in the way. Shut the door on that guy. So this is a good wheel for me. Justin's proven fast sprinter. I'm right in the mix. Still no organization. There's one guy dangling off the front, and then for some reason, the KHS rider attacks, and I really didn't get this. Um, so there's a guy dangling. There's two KHS guys and Leo Grande smushed in between them. And now it's just I really didn't understand the tactics, but hey, that's not my team, so I'm just doing what I have to do. Following Justin, 2 laps to go. The speeds are high, 30 miles an hour, and I'm feeling better and better. And I remember telling myself, don't give up, just see what happens. Follow the right wheel, and of course, Justin's a good wheel. We're about 15 guys back, but that's plenty of time for us to move up on this course. So as you can see, we're not letting up now. Upwards of 30 miles an hour, strung out. There's about 6 guys off the front, but it's all gluing back together. We're almost about a lap and a half to go. So here is where I'm trying to fight for position to hold Justin's wheel, but I got pinched a little bit. Didn't want to take too big of a risk to hold his wheel with these 2 guys on either side of me, so I just was patient right here, and then it opened up a little bit. This headwind was great because it made people, it allowed people, I'm sorry, to go around because the front guys are going slower because of the headwind. So if you're coming from the back, you had a better chance to move up. So you see I lost his wheel again, but no problem. I see Corey Williams, and he has a teammate right in front. Justin slots in. So this is a good position for me right now. We're going to be hitting a bell lap. And pay attention to the rider in blue right in front of me, 65. All right, see, I yelled at Anthony, who's a friend of mine. If you run that back, he hit me once, then he hit me again, and I was okay with it. But then he hit me a third time, and I got disappointed. I actually talked to him a little bit about that after the race. So here's 1 lap to go. I get back to where I want to be, and I want you guys to just really pay attention to number 65. I'm not blaming anyone for my performance, but he made a key move that really jacked me up for the sprint, and I should have had my head up paying attention. Instead, I was been a little lazy, I think you could say, and didn't put myself in the right position. So we're on the backside now. It's just to look down to my gears to make sure I was in my 11. We're going 35 miles an hour down this downhill headwind. I should have known right there when he went to flick out that I should go around this guy. So I'm actually feeling really good right here, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a run at these guys right at the hill. I'm only 4 guys back, right? So Kale slotted in, and that was a tough position for him because he was just coming back. Now 65 just couldn't hold the wheel and acceleration from Justin. And by the time I saw that, look where the gap was. Okay, so this is the final sprint. Hencappy Kid comes around me with nice speed. And I went to step on it right here, and I just didn't go anywhere. And I was so mad because they didn't really pull away from me. I'm going the same speed as them at 37 miles an hour. But it was just too late. That gap that opened with the speed, it was no way I can close it. So that was a good result for Corey Williams. I was disappointed not to be in there in the top 3, but I lived to see another day. Thanks for watching.